Yo, what's up guys? So today we're going to be going over all the fixes and changes to the new performance mode. Now I've been working on this video and sorry I haven't been uploading recently as much as I used to because FNCS has been happening. I've been really grinding scrims a lot. I just had less time to do that, so I apologize for that. But anyway, let's hop right into this video. So pretty much this is going to be the new performance mode. So as you guys know, you can customize whether you like the mobile builds or like the bubble wrap builds. Now first of all, I'm going to say my opinion on like what I think about is it going to be mobile versus bubble wrap, which one's better. Now I'm going to start off on that. I personally think that the bubble wrap builds are better because the bubble wrap builds are like, so like, even though I've heard people say like you get more FPS with the mobile builds, and of course that's really good, but like the mobile builds, like you can't see through them like you can with the bubble wrap. I mean, you can and also like you can see more through with the normal builds, like non-performance mode, like DX11 or DX12. You could see more through those than the mobile builds. So that's the first reason, and that's a big thing in box fights. Like if someone's if someone's smacking your wall, you won't notice a lot of times you won't notice if you're using the mobile builds. So that's like a big reason. Also, I mean, Jarian pointed this out. On some PCs, you get more FPS with the bubble wrap builds. So that completely disregards the other argument for the mobile builds. So, I mean, Jarian's PC gets more FPS. So, like, you guys should just try that. And like, so it doesn't necessarily mean that mobile you have more FPS on mobile. Also, there's no change in terms of like grass and stuff. Like there is no grass on performance mode, period. Unless you use the game file setting that I'll show in a second. But yeah. All right, so that's gonna be my that's my opinion on whether it's gonna be bubble wrap versus mobile. So the other thing I want to talk about is like performance mode bugs. Like say you're not getting like the build or something. So yeah. Also, I need to clarify this really quickly. It does not matter how many gigabytes of RAM you have. Now that like they have the setting that I'm about to show in 1 second. It doesn't matter how many gigabytes of RAM you have on your PC anymore to get performance mode or like different performance mode builds. There's a setting where you can customize it. So yeah, so don't worry about that. Except sometimes I'm not sure about people who have 16 or more gigabytes of RAM, but I only have 8 personally. I've been thinking about upgrading, but I'll talk about that later. But anyway, so I'll show you. A big thing, like a lot of people, so see, if I turn a lot of people that only have 8 gigabytes of RAM, say if they turn their textures to high, or wait, no. Say like turning their textures to epic, right? My builds look so much different. Like, see? Like, I mean, it's not that they look bad. They look like, kind of like, I'm just gonna say like, they look like milk. Like, these are the milk builds. And some people actually really like these. Or I don't really know any pro players who use these milk builds. But like, these milky builds. But like, I mean, I think they're okay. And honestly, I actually feel like, I don't know if it's just me, just happen to be more mechanical right now than like when I was using the bubble wrap builds, but I actually feel a little higher FPS. So like, I would say the milky builds are a really good option. If you want your games not to look, if you don't want your builds to look like bubble wrap or mobile, I think milk builds are a really good option. I really like I actually like these, but I wouldn't switch. I'm not gonna switch off of bubble wrap for reasons, but yeah. So anyway, a lot of people. So if you want to get rid of these milk builds, it's all about your textures. So say your textures, right? The most you can go is like high to or low to epic. So a lot of people have their textures on high and stuff, which will make you get the milk build automatically. But see, I turn it to low, you get bubble wrap again. So that's just a quick way to fix it. Except for people who have that. So yeah, I just want to show that off. Alright, so now the next thing is going to be a little more confusing. So I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm just going to go to Windows. Actually, hold Windows and then R. Right now. So then you're gonna want to type in this and stuff in your run box. Then you want to go to Fortnite game, saved, config, Windows client, game user settings. And then this is gonna look really scary, but you want to make sure this thing right here. I made another video on having this false, but like that's different now. Don't have it false anymore. You want to make sure this is on true. Then you want to do, and you also want to make sure. Let me go out of this. Make sure your thing is not on read only. I have it on read only because I've already done this, but make sure your thing isn't on read only if you're just making this change. So yeah, and then you save it. Then you put it back on read only once you make the change. So like that's also a thing and stuff. So yeah. So like yeah. Also, so like I think that's gonna be about it. Yeah, again, I haven't been posting as much recently because, like, you know, I've had more, like, you know, like, I've been practicing more scrims, but, you know, it's all good. And I'll make a guide, like, also, check me out on Twitter. I post all sorts of, it's Croissant's wall, like, I post, like, things, like, I actually post like exotics, times I get like exotics in arena and stuff, and like I'm gonna make a guide on how to exotic in arena, so be prepared for that, guys. Other than that, guys, I'm out. Bye.